Y'all up high. Let me move y'all. So y'all, oh, fix y'all a little bit up. I am in America, honey. I'm in America. My time in America is coming to an end soon. And I'm trying to get everything done. Hey, let me move back. Hey, y'all. So we'll wait a few seconds. Hey, girl. Hey. I hope y'all are having a blessed day, a blessed week, and a blessed month. Okay? So I'm popping in to one. Hey, talk about my private fashion community and why I'm starting this Level Up series. The Level Up series is going to be a 3-part series that I'm going to do on my YouTube channel. And it's going to continue in my private community. If you guys didn't know, I have a private fashion community. What's on my lips? This is what's on my lips. This is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. And it's in the color Pop Quiz. NYX Powder Puff Lippy in the color Pop Quiz. Okay. All right. So let me tell you why I decided to do the Level Up series. So we have a lot of women, celebrities and women on YouTube talking about how to level up in various ways of your life. It could be financially, it could be career-wise, it could be in love. Thank you. And I feel like there's nobody talking about it from the plus size perspective, okay? And so you may be saying, well, Kim, why are you qualified to talk about leveling up? Because I leveled up, you know. You guys know I was an educator. I'm still an educator because I'm teaching right now. But I was an educator. I wanted to travel. I wanted to increase my income. I was already married. I'm happily married. I'm not just, you know, flexing for the gram. I'm happily married. Me and my husband are Christians. We have values and morals, and we have a very good marriage and a very good relationship. He's deeply in love with me, and I like him too. And I feel like I need to talk about some things from the plus size perspective because I am a plus size woman. And leveling up is a little different from the perspective of being plus size. Thank you. Yes, it truly does matter. So when I talk about relationships, I'm not talking about them from the worldly view. I don't have a worldly view of relationships. I have a spiritual view of relationships. And I mean a Christian perspective. Because if you have a man that has no morals, it ain't gonna work for you. My advice ain't gonna work for you, okay? Second thing, as far as career, plus size women have it way harder in the workplace as far as being taken seriously if they are not taking all their clothes off on Instagram. I'm not talking about that kind of career, okay? I'm talking about a career where you have to actually navigate, have clients, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businesswoman. You know, there's so many biases in society. And if you're realistic, you know that there are biases in society, okay? Only people who live in a fantasy world don't understand that there are some biases. And I wouldn't even say the major bias is race in today's society, even though the media would have you believe that. The biases for me are socioeconomics, classism, you know, poor between rich, um, how you look, who you know. I think there are way more issues that you will experience in life as a woman, as far as your economic status is concerned, that you will have to deal with way over being a woman of color or anything like that. Although there are some barriers to being a woman of color as well, that's not what this series is going to really focus on. So this is going to be a 3-part series all about leveling up. And thank you. And some things that I have done and I'm currently doing to continue to level up. 3 years from now, you should see that I've leveled up even more. Okay, you should be able to come back to my channel if God forbid, if I'm still healthy, you know, God forbid anything bad happen, you know, that might change. But if I'm still healthy, if I'm still happily married, you should see that I have leveled up, okay? And I'm not just talking about materialistic things, okay? That's superficial, that's phony, that's fake. Anybody that works hard can get materialistic things, but materialistic things are a part of it. I want plus size women to truly be able to level up in all areas. So this is a 3-part series. One part will be about leveling up in career, in entrepreneurship, in business. The second part of leveling up will be in relation to love and how we date differently and live differently and how we have to navigate differently. And the third part will be style, how you look. And that's probably going to be the first thing. So the next live will be about your style and how you can level up in the area of your look as a plus size woman. Someone asked, what's leveling up? Leveling up is doing better than you're currently doing. So if that means losing some weight, if that means changing your style, giving yourself a makeover, if that means changing up your wardrobe, if that means, you know, I'm about to go get my teeth whitened when I go back to Kuwait, whitening your teeth, if that means going on vacations because you never had a chance to go on vacations, if that means increasing your income, dropping the loser you with and dating a better man, upgrading your lifestyle, tuning into your spiritual side and understanding how God created us all to be great and we're supposed to be doing great things on this earth. We don't have to be like someone else. We don't have to make as much money as someone else. We don't have to look like anyone else. We get to be who we are and level up with the unique skills and talents that God has given each one of us. So that's what leveling up is. I had a great time at the brunch in Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, thank you. That was such a great event when I did that brunch in Columbia, South Carolina, because my mother-in-law lives in Columbia, South Carolina. So thank you so much. I'm going to put y'all on my phone so I don't have to be like squinching. All areas of your life are doing better and therefore that's leveling up. That's correct. When you have, it's basically being able to reach our goals as women, okay? And I'm not just talking about goals with a man. I'm talking about your personal goals, okay? Things that you desire to do in your life. All right. So I'm doing this in collaboration with my private community. I have a Patreon community. It is a fashion community, but we also talk about femininity and we talk about your body shape. That's what we're doing right now is the body, how to dress your shape. And I will be talking about different ways that I was able to kind of level up in my own life, in my own lifestyle, in those communities. But I also will be starting a separate community for married women and for women who aspire to be married, okay? Because I feel like we need a community with a more wholesome perspective. We need a community of women with morals, with values, to be leaders. And I think that's missing. That's missing in the internet space. Morals, values, carrying yourself with respect, learning how to attract a decent man, learning how to get what you want out of your man. I think all that's missing in this internet space. There's a lot of people talking about a lot of things, but they're not talking about how to walk in your feminine grace as a woman and get what you want. If it's a Christian space, it's usually coming from a very weak perspective, like, oh, serve your man and be a slave and be a housekeeper and a nanny. And that's not my perspective. I'm no one's slave. I'm not my husband's slave. If it's from a worldly perspective, it's usually about, like, I don't know, being a gold digger, or it's about like marrying for money, or like being superficial. So I feel like there's not a middle ground with a modern woman who is a Christian, but I understand some things about life from life experience. Okay, so I feel like this space is really needed. So if you're trying to level up your look with fashion, go to the link in my description box and join the private community. I'm raising the price next month. April 1st, the price, not April, August 1st, the price is going up. So right now it's pennies, it's nothing. And I would go ahead and join my private fashion community if you are trying to level up in your look. You know, you want a community where we support each other. We have a Facebook level if you want that level. Hi. And you can join the Facebook level. We post our outfits daily. Okay, instead of just leveling up in general, it's from a body perspective. Okay, so some of y'all are asking questions. The first question that I already saw, some of you, one of you asked me, is leveling. Do I think that a plus size woman needs to lose weight to get certain men? And this is what I'm going to say. It depends. Okay? If you are looking for a man that is highly successful, and I mean highly successful, like wealthy, or a certain type of man, he's not going to marry a fat woman. I mean, people like to pretend that fat women like me have it easy with attracting men that are high quality, and it's not always that easy. If you do it when you're real young, like I did, I was young when I got with my husband. I was very young. You know, he's educated, I'm educated, we both have degrees. And over the years, my husband has been able to level up, not only in his own career, but by doing other things outside of his career. But if you're talking about men who are famous or who are super successful, who are wealthy, they're not marrying no fat woman. And I know that hurts fat women's feelings, but that's just the truth of it. You know, as fat women, it is rare. It would be very rare. And I always ask people, show me a case of somebody who is big, who is on somebody's arm as their trophy. I'll wait. If y'all know, if y'all can think of a fat woman that's somebody's trophy, let me know. Not saying we want to be men's trophies, but what I'm saying is when a man is successful, when he's educated, when he has a lot going for himself, when he has his own money, when he has his own everything, he has options, okay? And while there are very beautiful plus size women, such as myself, that, you know, have very cute shapes, that have a pretty face, we're still not the top choice. Meaning, a man is going to talk to you first for how you look, even a Christian man, okay? A man is always going to talk to you first, but for how you look, because that's the even people who are, you know, not morally corrupt, who love God, who live right, they still are going to look at how you look, okay? So my thing is, if you know a man is visual, then you have to position yourself as a woman to attract the kind of man that you want. I don't think you have to be super skinny for that. I think you can be slightly plus size still. I've seen examples of women who are, you know, we have this whole thick culture. I don't think you have to be skinny, but I think we are living in a fairy tale world if we think a highly successful man is going we naturally gonna be their first option. And if you don't think it's true, I'll wait. List me some examples of highly successful men that we all know. Not saying they good men, because they probably cheating on they wives or they good looking trophy. They still cheating, but still, just give me an example of a fat woman who a man picks and says, "This is my woman. She's my trophy." I'll wait. I'll wait for your answer. Anybody got examples of a fat woman that's with a highly successful man, that's a public figure that we all would know? Okay, so that's a no. All right. So, I'm not saying you have to lose 100 pounds to get a man. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to be Miss Beauty Queen to get a man. And I think fat women, like myself, think that because a man wants to sleep with them, that they are desirable. Let me repeat myself. I think fat women think because a man wants to sleep with them, that somehow they are desirable. But let me tell you, most men will sleep with absolutely anything. Most men, most men that have no morals, no values, they're gonna sleep with random women anyway. And they probably want to sleep with a fat woman because they're probably like, ooh, I wonder what it's like sleeping with her. She look at that big butt, look at those big thighs. I wonder what it will be like to sleep with her. But he ain't gonna wife you. Let me tell y'all something. 77% of black women are having children out of wedlock. Okay? Let me repeat that. 77% of black women are having children out of wedlock. This has nothing to do with judgment. That's between you and God, okay? My point in telling you that is these men are having children with women. They are sleeping with women. A lot of these women are fat because most black women are overweight. Statistics show we are overweight as a whole. We are overweight, okay? Some are more overweight than others. These men are sleeping with women. They are using them for sex. They say, I love you. They doing everything they need to do to get what they want. Then they have a child with you and they leave you, okay? This is what a lot of men are doing. They have a child with you, and then they have a child with Susie and Mary and everybody else, and then they leave you in the dust, okay? Just because a man wants to sleep with you or he might like you in private does not mean that you are desirable as a fat woman, okay? I am not saying that fat women cannot win, okay? That's why I'm doing this series, to help my fellow big women, my plus size women, understand what we have to do to navigate in this world, okay? So I'm just looking at what y'all are saying, y'all comments. Yes, men approach fat women first because they believe we have lower standards, okay? It ain't true. A lot of us don't have no low standards, okay? Because I don't have no low standard man, okay? My husband pays all the bills, okay? Every last one of them. All of my bills, every last one, okay? And now that doesn't mean I don't contribute. Or if an unexpected bill shows up and I want to, but we usually don't have any unexpected bills like that. But let's just say I wanted to do something for him, or I want to handle a certain household thing, if I want to buy groceries or whatever. Okay, so I'm not saying this to bash plus size women, because obviously I'm a plus size woman. But what I'm saying is, a lot of women don't have standards like I got, okay? You gonna have to provide for me, take care of me, love me, respect me, put me on a pedestal. That's the only way a man can interact with me, okay? That's first. Second, a lot of men approach big women because they think big women have low standards or no standards. So just because you getting approached because of your big behind doesn't mean that you are winning. Because if you don't have anybody that wants to respect you, not just have sex with you, love you, provide for you, and treat you like a queen, then I guarantee that they're not a quality man. Okay, they're not a quality man. They don't have what it takes. So as women, we're gonna have to level up in every aspect of our life. Okay, we're gonna have to level up in our looks. We're gonna have to level up in our personality. We're going to have to level up in how we carry ourselves. We're going to have to level up with how big we allow ourselves to get. And we're going to have to level up in how we navigate with men, our workplace, and with other people in society, okay? Since we're on this whole level up theme with the new Sierra song and everybody else on YouTube that's talking about level up, I'm going to add my little 3 cents into this conversation. So once again, this is going to be a 3-part series. The first part is going to be style. So I'm going to be explaining how style elevates you as a curvaceous woman, as a plus size woman, while you're on your weight loss journey, while you're changing your eating habits. And I'm not saying go get surgery. You know, everybody knows that that should be your last result, okay? Your last result should be going getting weight loss surgery. You should push back from the table first. Try that method first. Push back from the table, get a little exercise. You know, that should be our first option as plus size women. It should be you two. A lot of the women that get, y'all so young. Why are you getting, that is very young. When you're 21, 22, 23, that's so young to be getting a medically induced procedure. So I think that we have to develop some self-control as plus size women. And so while I'm not getting into the meat of this in this video, I would highly recommend, if you know your look ain't right, if you know you got a big stomach and you don't know how to dress that stomach, if you know you got a big old behind, you don't know how to dress that behind, you need to join my private fashion community so we can talk and kind of help you in that area. Somebody said, how do I deal with anxiety? How do you cope with anxiety? Okay, anxiety is a natural part of life. Some people have it way worse than other people. But here's how you deal with the anxiety and the stress of, man, I want to get married one day and I'm not getting the quality dates that I want. Or, man, I want to look better. I don't like the way I look. I don't like my hair. I don't like my skin. You know, when you're going through those things that we go through as women, because we're women, you need, and I don't know if you believe in God or not. If you don't believe in God, this advice won't help you. But if you believe in God or that you have a creator, one, you know you're here for a purpose. Even victims of abuse, molestation, rape, torture, whatever people have got, everybody is here for a purpose, okay? And your hardships in life, the things you've been through, that's your story, okay? That's your story. And that's the way that you help other people and touch other lives. That is your story. And that is your story to share and decide what you want to do with. How you want to deal with our problems that we have in life. But when you feel anxious, you need to figure out, is it something you're eating that contributes to your anxiety? Do you need to go to a counselor or a therapist? There's nothing wrong with therapy and there's nothing wrong with counseling. Smart people understand that therapy and counseling is needed sometimes. Maybe you need to get on a weight loss regimen or exercise more. Maybe you want to try yoga. You need to have some times in the day where you're not thinking about life. And don't watch an episode of Love and Hip Hop. Okay, no, that's not how I want you to escape life. I want you to escape life in a positive way. Read a self-help book. Y'all don't know how people think it's lies. Self-help books really changed my life and my perspective, okay? Do something positive for yourself. Go to the park. Go take a walk. Listen to something calming. Pray. Read your Bible. Go to Bible study. Do something positive with your life so that you can get your mind off of the negativity. And let me tell you, nobody loves you more than God. Nobody loves you more than God. Not your husband, not your boyfriend, not your mama, not your cousin. Nobody loves you more than God. And he is really the only one that could give you peace. If you don't have him, you won't have peace. So if you don't believe in God, you might not want to follow me. You might want to click off and go to somebody else's page. Because here I talk about how my faith contributes to me leveling up and going to another level. Also keeping it real and giving you some real strategies and life lessons on how to level up as a woman when you are plus. Okay, so that's my answer to that. All right. Okay, so that's my only point. This is just the intro video. I wanted to let you know that this is a 3-part series that I will be bringing to my channel. I will still be doing the fashion and the entrepreneurship talk, and anything else I want to do is my channel. I do what I want on my channel. But I would highly recommend you join the private community, because that's where I'm really going to give the meat, and I'm going to start going hardcore in my private community. It's been a slow start, but now I know what I want to talk about, and I know how I want to help women with, you know, bras and undergarments, and teaching them how to look slimmer and silhouettes and shapes, and giving you some examples of women who have leveled up. I'm going to be doing that, a level up example, and I'm going to be doing that in my private fashion community, and just showing you how we all have to level up and like grow. We all should be growing as women. As you get older, you should be progressing, not going down. Okay? You should be going up. Okay? As you get older, your man should be treating you better. Your man should be doing better. He should be making more. He should be taking you places. He should be doing things. As you level up in your career, you should be getting to the places that you want to get in your job. You should be meeting people and networking. As you level up, as you get older, you should be you should be able to look in the mirror at yourself naked with all your flaws and all the things you don't like about your body. And you should be able to say, I'm okay with me. I'm leveling up, but I'm okay with me. I'm valuable. I'm lovable. God created me to be great. I'm beneath no one. I don't care how much money someone makes. I don't care what they say they got. They are not better than you. They are not better than you. Do you hear me? They are not better. No one is better than you. They may have worked harder than you. They may be smarter than you in certain ways. They might have made better decisions than you, but they're not better than you, okay? Everyone can better their life and their lifestyle. It is possible. So that's all I want to say in this video. It's just the intro to the series. And those people who are serious about leveling up your look so you can get more dates, not just men wanting to sleep with you and talk about how big your booty is, that don't pay no bills, that don't hold you at night. A man that's just lusting after your body is the lowest form of love, okay? Especially when you're not married. That is the lowest form of love, when a man is just lusting after your body. A man, you should be able to make a man fall in love with your mind, your sex appeal, your feminine allure, how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how savvy you are. You should be able to entice a man without sleeping with him. You should be able to entice a man without that. Now, if you don't have the mentality to be able to do this, then yeah, you're gonna keep dating people who are not on your level. But as plus size women, it's time for us to take back our self-esteem, to stop listening to this body positivity stuff. Because let me tell y'all, body positivity, and I'm not against body positivity for the people who are doing body positivity right. And there are so many bloggers who are doing it right. But most of this body positivity stuff is a bunch of BS. And I'm just telling you the truth. It's going to keep you fat, lonely, single, unaccomplished, and not happy. Because keep in mind, a blogger can take all her clothes off, get on Instagram in her bra and her panties and her swimsuit, and with all her fat rolls and her cellulite and that terrible shape, and they can say body positivity and, you know, work with that little brand and get that little check. Or the brands can exploit big women and with that whole body positivity stuff and exploit fat women to make money. And it don't hurt them because that's what they do for a living. They go on Instagram with their bra for a living. I know, I'm a blogger. And I make money other ways now. The blog is not my main source of income. I make money in multiple ways. I have multiple streams of income. But the point is, you ain't a blogger. Most of y'all that are following me are working women. You're working professionals. Or either you might be in college, on your way. You are not an Instagram body positivity model. So when you see these women looking ridiculous on Instagram, that's not gonna work for you. That's not gonna work for you. That only works for them and that little corner of the internet. And I don't want you to be deceived by that. I don't want you to be deceived by these fat bloggers and these body positivity bloggers. Because let me tell you, you can get a man to marry you, but that don't mean he quality. You can get a man to marry you, but he might tell you, yeah, you gotta split this rent with me. Or how about this? Pay my bills. You ever seen a man rely on a woman to get his bills paid? It's a lot of big women out here taking care of their men. You'd be surprised. And I say, if you got to take care of a man, if you can't be treated like a queen, if you can't be treated how God says the wife is supposed to be treated, then be single. Be single. If you got to be single to hold out and get what you want, be single. Same with career. Same with career. If you know you have a goal, if you know you need to go back to school, if you know your boss treats you like crap and you don't like your job, you don't like your career, you need to get down on your knees, start praying to God for strength, and start changing your life. Because ain't nothing going to change until you change. And I know this from personal experience. Ain't nothing going to change until you change, okay? Somebody said, I don't split no rent. That's why I'm celibate and working on me. You a smart girl. Okay? All right. All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I will be back with my first installment of Level Up. And that will be for the plus size woman. And if you want to go ahead and join the private community because you know you need leveling up in the area of style and appearance, join the community, because in August I'm changing the price of the community, because I don't want women in the community that aren't serious about leveling up, that aren't serious about their look, that aren't serious about how they carry themselves, that are not serious about their shape, that are not serious about dating quality men. I want women in that group that, you know, hold themselves to a certain kind of standard or trying to get to a certain standard. The community link is in my description box. So the community link is in my description box and it's on Patreon. So it's, you know, a lot of YouTubers here use Patreon. So it's my Patreon community, and the link, you have to, if you're in the chat, you have to X out of the chat and go into the description box, and you can do it now or after the live is over. Okay. The link will be in the description. You might not see it now, but it will be in the description box, and I will also post the link in, I'll leave a message. It won't let me post links during the live, so it will be in the description box though. So if you X out of the chat and go to the description box, it's there. Can we join if we are not plus? Of course. I have women in the group that are not like, you know, like big. You know, they might just be like the average woman. So my group is for all women. It's not a plus size group. Let me be clear on that. My group is not for plus size women per se. It is for all women who want to look amazing in their clothes, who want to showcase their outfits, who want tips, who want advice. And right now we are breaking down every body type in the group. We're on the apple shape and we're about to move into the rectangle shape, okay? And then after that, we'll do the inverted triangle, we'll do the hourglass, we'll do the pear. Well, I'm probably going to do the hourglass and pear together because I can do them two together. But we're going to break down every shape in the community. And also, if you join the community, you'll have access to the Femininity Challenge. I did that a while back, and I'm going to be selling that workbook. So you get all past challenges, okay? We did the Femininity Challenge, and you'll get access to those workbooks and to those videos. So everything we've done in the video, when you join my Patreon community, you'll get access to that, okay? Because we're going to take this off YouTube and kind of talk about this in a more private space, because people get too sensitive on YouTube and on Instagram. They don't want to deal with reality. They want to deal they want to live in a fantasy world. So I have to have a place where women want to be real with themselves and with what we have to do as women to get to where we want to get to, especially if you're plus size. But it's for all women, okay? All right, so I think that's it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I don't think I see any more questions. The last question I got, I answered all those. So you can join my private fashion community at the link in the description box. It is my Patreon community. And there are 2 levels. So you could choose to just be in the Patreon group where I get all the announcements, or you can choose to be on the Facebook level. And on the Facebook level, we post our outfits and get feedback. So it's a more intimate place where you can ask a question and get a quick answer, okay? All right, so I hope you're ready to level up in love, life, and career. The first video, I will leave a link somewhere on, I'll release when my next video will be. It'll probably be in a couple days or so. And the first video will be about leveling up with your style. The second video will be about leveling up in love and dating. And the third video will be about leveling up with career. Okay? So if you are a plus size woman who understands that we have to move different from small women, and we don't get all the perks and everything that a small woman would get easily, and we have to learn some different ways to navigate, then come back to my channel for this series, because I want to empower women to go for their dreams and get everything that they desire to have in life. Yes, if you don't have a Facebook, you still can join, because we can just talk on the Patreon page. Okay, so if you don't have Facebook, you still can join, because I post, you know, every 2 to 3 days on Patreon, and you can interact with me that way. Okay, all right, guys, so I hope you're ready to level up. I'm continuing to level up. Y'all know I've leveled up in a number of ways. I quit my traditional job, which is not easy. People try to act like it's all easy, and people are like, oh, I've always done this and I do this, and you know, it's not hard. Entrepreneurship is very hard, okay? It almost kills you. That's how hard it is. But I was able to leave my teaching position. I was able to start my online businesses. Well, I was always blogging and stuff, but I have other things that I'm working on now. I was able to move abroad. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. I've been to multiple countries, and I have more on my list that's coming. I think I've leveled up in my style. My makeup skills are better now. If y'all go back to old videos, my makeup skills was trash, and I feel like I've leveled up in that area. I have leveled up in a lot of ways, and I'm proud of myself, and it's just the beginning. Let me tell y'all that. If people are mad now, just give me a few years, because it's just the beginning of my leveling up. And if you don't have Facebook, can you join? Okay, I'm all in, honey. You are truly inspiration. I gotta learn much from you. All right, guys, I will see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.